My fiancée called me, her backup plan. So I ended the wedding in front of everyone. When I proposed to Emma 2 years into our relationship, I thought I had found my forever. She was smart, funny, and beautiful. Everything I had ever wanted in a partner. The way she lit up when she said yes made me feel like the luckiest guy alive, but sometimes the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows. It wasn't until 2 weeks before our wedding that I saw Emma's true colors, and when I did, there was no going back. The accidental confession. It was a Saturday afternoon, and Emma had her closest friends over for a pre-wedding brunch. I wasn't supposed to be home. I planned to go golfing with a couple of buddies, but a sudden rainstorm canceled our plans. Thinking I'd surprise Emma with her favorite pastries, I swung by the bakery and headed home. As I walked up the porch, I heard laughter and chatter coming from the living room. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but just as I reached for the door, I heard my name. "So are you nervous about marrying Mark?" One of her friends asked Emma. Laughed a nervous kind of laugh that immediately put me on edge. "Not really," she said, pausing. "I mean, Mark is great. Don't get me wrong, but honestly, I never thought I'd end up with him." There was a beat of silence before another friend chimed in. "What do you mean? You guys seem so perfect together." Emma's voice dropped, but I could still hear her. "Well, Mark was never my first choice. You know, if things had worked out with Josh, I probably wouldn't even be here. Much more like my safety net." My heart stopped. My hands holding the pastry box started to tremble. She continued, "He's dependable, and I know he'll take care of me. He's safe, but it's not like some grand love story or anything." Another friend tried to reassure her. "But you do love him, right?" Emma sighed. "Yeah, I guess in my own way. But it's not that head over heels kind of love. It's practical. He's a guy you marry when you're 30, tired of chasing after the bad boys who don't commit." I didn't wait to hear more. I opened the door and stepped inside. The room went dead silent as all eyes turned to me. Emma's face turned pale. "Mark," she stammered, "I thought you were golfing clearly." I said, my voice cold and steady. I came back just in time. The tension was suffocating her. Friends looked at each other awkwardly, unsure of what to do. Emma tried to laugh it off. "It's not what it sounds like. We were just joking around." "Joking?" I interrupted, setting the pastries down on the coffee table. "So it's a joke to call me your safety net, to say you're settling for me because things didn't work out with someone else." Her friends mumbled excuses and quickly gathered their things, leaving Emma and me alone in the living room. The confrontation. As soon as the door closed behind them, Emma turned to me, tears welling in her eyes. "Mark, you're taking this the wrong way, am I?" I asked, my voice sharp. "I heard exactly what you said. I mark more like my safety net." "Those were your words." She stepped closer, reaching for my arm. "I didn't mean it like that. I was just venting. You know how stressful wedding planning has been. I wasn't thinking straight, venting." I shook her hand off Emma. "This isn't stress talking. This is how you really feel about me." "That's not true," she insisted, her voice rising. "I love you, Mark. I wouldn't have said yes if I didn't love you." "Love me?" I snapped. "Do you even hear yourself? You don't love me. You're settling for me because I'm safe, because I'm the guy you marry when all your other options didn't pan out. How am I supposed to marry someone who sees me like that?" Her face crumpled. "Please, Mark, don't do this. We've been planning this for months. Everyone's expecting a wedding. Think about what canceling would do to us, to our families. You can't just throw it all away over a misunderstanding." "This isn't a misunderstanding," I said, my voice firm. "It's the truth, and I can't ignore it. The wedding is off." Her tears turned to anger in an instant. "You can't do that. Do you have any idea how much money has already been spent? What about the venue, the dress, the catering? You're just going to walk away from all of that?" "Yes," I said, simply, "because I'd rather lose money than spend my life with someone who doesn't see me as their first choice." The dirty tricks begin. Emma didn't take no for an answer. Over the next few days, she launched a full-scale campaign to change my mind, using every manipulative tactic in the book. One, guilt-tripping. She started with emotional manipulation, texting me long paragraphs about how much I was hurting her. I made one mistake. Mark, one message read, "Does that really outweigh everything we've been through together? I love you and I can't believe you're willing to throw it all away because of one stupid comment." When I didn't respond, she escalated, calling me late at night and sobbing into the phone. "I can't eat. I can't sleep. You're destroying me, Mark. How can you be so heartless?" I stayed calm but firm. "Emma, I'm sorry you're hurting, but I've made my decision. This isn't about one. Comment it's about how you really feel about me, and I deserve better. 2 recruiting allies when guilt-tripping didn't work. Emma turned to mutual friends, and even my family painting me as the bad guy. She's heartbroken. One of my friends said over the phone, "Can you just talk to her? Give her another chance?" Even my mom called me, her voice filled with concern. "Mark, I know you're upset, but isn't canceling the wedding a bit extreme? Emma's a lovely girl. She's probably just stressed I had to explain to them what she had said." Word for word, most people understood after that, though a few still urged me to reconsider, but I didn't budge. No amount of pressure from others was going to change my mind. 3 financial demands. Emma then tried to hit me where it hurt my wallet. She claimed that since I had called off the wedding, I should be responsible for all the non-refundable expenses you owe me for the venue, the cat-ing, and my dress, she said coldly. During one of our final conversations, "You can't just walk away from this without paying your share." I refused. "Emma, the wedding was canceled because of what you said, not because of me. I'm not paying for your choices." When she threatened to involve lawyers, I consulted one of my own. He assured me her claims wouldn't hold up in court, and I let her know I was prepared to fight back. That shut her down quickly. 4. The public meltdown. The final act of desperation came a week later when Emma showed up uninvited at a gathering I was attending with friends. She stormed in her face, red with anger, and started yelling at me in front of everyone. "You're a coward, Mark," she shouted. "You're running away because you can't handle a real relationship. You're pathetic." Everyone stared in stunned silence as I calmly stood up. "Emma, this isn't the time or place. Please leave." When she refused, I called security to have her courted out. That was the last draw. I blocked her number and social media accounts and informed her that if she contacted me again, I would file for a restraining order. The aftermath, canceling the wedding, was one of the hardest decisions I've ever made, but it was also the right one. Emma's entitled behavior and manipulative tactics only reinforced that she wasn't the person I thought she was. For a long time, I felt angry, hurt, and betrayed, but as the weeks turned into months, I began to heal. I learned a lot from this experience about myself, about love, and about what I truly deserve in a relationship. Love isn't about settling or being someone's backup plan. It's about mutual respect, trust, and seeing each other as equals. As for Emma, I heard through mutual friends that she moved on quickly, dating someone new within a few months. I don't hold any bitterness toward her, but I'm glad I walked away when I did. I may have lost time and money, but I gained something far more valuable, my self-respect, and that's something I'll never settle on again. If you like the story, don't forget to like and subscribe.